This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Sketchbook Series Sy-Klone Heroic Fist Flinging Tornado figure. This was a Target exclusive, like the previous Sketchbook series of Grizzlor and Hordak. And this guy does look pretty cool. Unfortunately, considering that his price was pretty much normal, I can almost guarantee you there is not going to be any special features with him, aside from the lenticular sticker on the front, of course. That being said, let's take a look at this box a bit, because we do see, like at the top here, we can kind of see images of him fighting. He's using like that same tornado hand thing that we had with our first CyKlone release, but it appears that we don't get that tornado hand. We see a picture here showing him spinning on the top, which our original CyKlone did. I don't think that's the feature that I don't think we're going to have. While the concept seems to do the same things as CyKlone, we're not going to get the actual features themselves, I don't think. On the side, we get like his second head there colored in on the body. Picture of our vintage CyKlone. Again, picture of the new CyKlone. And on the side, we get a nice color shot of the whole body version. And then when we get to the back, we see Syklone fighting Monstroid, I believe is what it's called. It's either Monstroid or Monstructor. I can't remember offhand, sorry. And then the sketch version of Too Bad, which looks like a human pirate and a pimple connected together. Inspired by original concept art, Masters of the Universe presents Sketchbook Series, featuring figures inspired by the original concept drawings of fan favorite characters before they evolved into the final form of Eternia's greatest heroes and villains. Okay, let's go ahead and open this sucker up, shall we? What is the best way to open this guy up? Ah, looks like we want to open him up from the side. Oh, is there only one piece of tape on this too? Oh man. I know I normally don't talk during this part, but this is really in there tight. And as you guys might remember, I like to save the boxes because of the artwork. Oh shit, that's right. We get a look in. Actually, that looks like it's the artwork from the other side. Oh, here's the full panel of artwork. Looking good. Ah, we see Hordak's being fought against right there too. So yeah, this will be something to save. To go along with my complaint about Wily Kit's packaging, why are we making the plastic so tight if we're using the little tab things to hold them in place too? It can be a little bit looser, you know? It always feels like stuff's gonna break. Yeah, I just wanted to check. His arm does come off, like usual. We have no mini-comic and no informational sheet to show us what parts come off. But it is standard origins, and of course, they are real tight. As I mentioned before, it was obvious that they weren't going to give us the special feature. The lenticular sticker, the three colors just swap around basically. Nothing particularly special about that other than, you know, it's a lenticular sticker. Oddly enough, it looks like the point where they try to position it, because, you know, like with the other CyKlone or the original release of CyKlone, there's a sticker and then there's like a little knob thing so that you have it in the same position on every figure. Although this one is not lined up very well either. Like the sticker seems to be bigger than the actual spot it's supposed to go in. If you look at that, maybe you can see that, maybe not. But there's a little notch in there for lining it up properly. But like if you look up here, there's a lot of space here. There is, you can get your fingernail, or I can get my fingernail in the rim. And then over here, it's actually coming off the side a bit. So yeah, this sticker is poorly positioned. Maybe when he goes on clearance at Target, I'll pick up another one. He does have a second head, which we'll take a look at that in a moment. This head itself is Kind of cool looking. Definitely has like a Space Ranger feel to it or something. But definitely not a He-Man face like what we ended up with on vintage Syklone. There. When we look at the back of him too, it is obviously a new body sculpt, and there are some little turbine fans here on his back, which really makes me wonder: does he have flesh inside, or is this all robotics inside? But yeah, we've got the little turbines, some more mechanical stuff. It is, like I said, a new torso, or maybe I didn't say that earlier. Either way, it's a new torso. It actually looks like, with the way this is set up here, like this is almost supposed to flip open, or would have. Which, that might have been kind of a cool feature. Just looking at this, to be honest with you, this part here does appear to have been attached to the torso itself. Though, it does not appear to come off. Okay. Well, anyway, articulation-wise, the head is on the standard ball joint, and we can wiggle them all around. Look down, look up, look sideways. Kind of like move your head around like you've been almost knocked out. Hands hinge up, or arms hinge upwards. Rotate as per normal. Since this is Origins, there's no bicep cuts. But we do get a single joint in the elbow that does almost 90, but can fling out and around because it's got a pin on it. The hand is on a 360 swivel with an in and out hinge on that side, and we keep the in and out hinge on the other side. And oddly enough, for some reason, the hinge works better on this hand than this hand. Waist swings 360. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's Manny Face's crotch piece right there. Kick up, about that far. Kick back only that far. And we can kick out. Close your legs. Knee has a single joint and it bends less than 90. Boot cut, of course, has the spin to it. And we have a hinge at the foot and another bit of a spin. He comes with a gun. I'm not sure this bend is supposed to be in this gun. I think that might just be from in the packaging. Hold on, let me. So I'm sure it's not supposed to look like an erect penis. The gun is kind of a weird design. Not really too, not too happy about it. The gun's pretty happy about it, but I don't really like the design. It kind of looks like a toy jet, is what it looks like. The handle also is actually squared off and not rounded like most of the other handles for stuff in MOTU Origins. But he can hold it. He can hold Mr. Happy Gun and look like he's shooting. And that's about it. Again, we did see on the box where it was showing him doing the same thing CyKlone does, but he doesn't have that action feature, which is honestly a shame. But I suppose since they had to create a new torso for this, they weren't really able to reuse the previous one and didn't want to put those mechanics into another figure. That's my assumption. Now, he did say he does come with a second head. Which is a little closer to our Syklone head that we got from the vintage collection. I'm not really sure how I feel about this one. Just because, like, the blue skin's fine. Because there's no other skin showing. But I'm not sure why the helmet is yellow when the rest of the figure is orange and blue and silver. Like, I don't know. If you made this helmet orange, I think it would have fit in better with the figure. Actually, in fact, what you could have done was made the helmet orange and then the silver parts here, this navy bluish color. That actually would probably have fit in much better with this figure than this yellow one does. Unless this helmet's also meant to just swap out with the, say if you got an extra CyKlone from the vintage collection. Except for, again, because this is silver and not red, that still wouldn't really fit in well either. So I don't know. And I'm not sure how they went from this head to this head either. Yeah, so if you're not a MOTU completist, I don't know if you have any particular reason to buy this figure. I mean, he will fit in with your Origins line as just a random character. I'm not sure that head, again, the second one, the one that's currently on there, is really a good choice just because of its coloring. I do think they should have colored that different. I'm not sure why they decided to go with yellow for the helmet color when everything else on him is orange and blue. But I guess actually you could also have done the blue helmet and orange bands on it too to kind of match up with the other head a little bit more. Or again, as mentioned, if you wanted to swap out your vintage style Sy-Klone's head with this one, just to give you a second character if you have an extra Sy-Klone laying around, which I'm sure a lot of people do. But otherwise, again, he's kind of a cool looking figure. No action features. Not really necessary. But if you do like collecting the Origins, he's still pretty cool to have. I know that sounds kind of random for me to say, like, he's a cool figure, but you don't need him, right? But other than that, why don't you guys tell me what you think in the comments below? Is this a character that you wanted? And did you get him? It is a Target exclusive currently. I'm sure it'll show up on other sites later on, like the Hordak and Grizzlor did. Mostly Amazon, I think. And of course, if you enjoyed my nonsense, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.